friends, welcome back to my channel for simple jazz music composition today. My name is Jenny and I run an online music theory and composition courses for free. Some of the free lessons are only available for limited periods of time. So make sure you would subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so that you can stay updated with my latest online lessons. I'm going to give you some toolbox for writing melody today and show you some small, simple but yet very interesting tricks you can do if you want our solo to sound like jazz. So make sure you stay until the end of this video because I will introduce some exciting writing techniques to end the jazz composition. So without further ado, let's listen to the music so that you can get an idea of how it will sound like in the end of this lesson. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Hi, welcome to this lesson about jazzing up your music composition and piano playing. Today I created some toolbox for you for this composition. So first of all, let's look at the chord progression. It starts with A minor 7, and then by using the circle of fifth, the next chord is D7, and then followed by G major 7, and then C major 7, and F sharp minor 7, flattened 5. These are the chords harmony, and followed by B7 and E minor major 7. So these are like ingredients that you want when you want to cook something or some kind of recipe, so-called recipe in music composition. And the melody that we are going to write will be based on the arpeggios here. A minor 7, let's take a listen. And then next followed by D major 7. Okay, so for left hand, A minor 7, I created some walking bass note. And then E flat. Instead of E, I use E flat because it's leading you to the next chord. And then instead of A, I use the A flat because the next note is G. Okay, you'll notice the fourth note of the chord is always a semitone higher or semitone lower than the next tonic note because this is to create some kind of jazzy tonality. If I just put E, then it doesn't have any jazz tonality. So in order to make it some more jazzy, you need to use this leading note to lead you into the leading tone to lead you into the next note. Okay, so the leading note I introduced here is not the so-called the technical term in music theory. It's just meaning that this E flat here is leading you to the next one. Yeah. So going to the next one is G, D flat, and then leading you to the C. Okay, half a semitone half step to C, G, C, G. Okay, let's after looking at the right and left hand, let's create the melody. The melody that we are going to use will come from all these arpeggios notes. Okay. So for first bar, usually we want it to be simple. Start with just two notes first. Okay, start two notes. So you can add whatever note you like, but please remember to add the notes that is close to each other. Okay, so C and A. You can add C, A. Okay, that's where it comes from. And after phrase, two notes phrase, please alternate it with the rest, because right from beginning we don't want to have too many notes. Let it rest for a while and listen to the bass note, and then after that another rest. So the next phrase I like to start with upbeat, because it's jazz. We want to have some jazzy rhythm by adding dotted note. Make it sound uneven, so it will be very jazzy. D, dotted note like this. And the next phrase, I will use the nearest note is D. After C, I use D. Okay, please take note here. Here I repeat the 2C is from the arpeggios note here. So when you repeat the note, the two notes, you can actually add a decoration called auxiliary note. Okay, so the note that comes in between two repeated chord note is called auxiliary note. This is just for decoration purpose. It doesn't come from a chord. The D doesn't come from a chord. This is just an auxiliary note. Okay. So next one is a D, and then the nearest note after D is C. So you can see I choose D, C. Okay, so after this phrase, I think we have enough note, and we add the rest again. Okay, we don't want to have too many notes right from beginning, because we are supposed to build up the climax gradually. Okay, so next bar I start with rest again. Okay, since over here we have a leading note that leading to the next chord, this is to anticipate the next coming harmony. So in right hand, I also want to anticipate. Okay, I don't choose from here anymore, because I want the left hand is anticipating the next harmony. So the right hand, I also want to anticipate the next harmony. From the next harmony is G major 7. So G major 7, we have F, D, B, F, D, B, G. I rearrange the note to be F, D, B, G. I choose to start with F, because F is here. Because I think F sharp, this is the F sharp instead of F. F sharp match well with A flat. I think they will sound good. So if you're not sure, you can always experiment and try out on the piano. F, G, B, G. And in the next phrase, I want to have some, I want to start to add more notes. So I want, over here, I want it to sound like water flowing down from mountain or whatever. So I decide to move this up an octave. F, G, B, G. Like what I say, this F, G, B, G is chosen from the next chord. So instead of the lower register, I want to start to go higher. F, G, B, G, and from here, I move to the next chord. Okay. Make it sound like water flowing down from a high mountain. So I move this down. F, D, B, G, F, D, B. Okay, you will notice that all these notes that I chose, come from our toolbox. Okay, F, D, B, G, F, D, B. Okay, so this will sound like water flowing down from the high mountain. So let's listen how it sounds like. I play on the piano. So if you have a keyboard at home, you can always experiment this by playing on the keyboard. See whether you like the sound. F, D, B, G, and then F, D, B. And I tie this over to a minimum. Okay, this minimum and this are together. So let's listen to how it sounds like. If you're not happy with the sound, you can always make arrangement. Okay, let's go to the next page. So after this long phrase, I take a break. And then followed by another dotted rhythm again. Over here, you have this note that anticipate the next harmony. So I decided to choose the note from next chord. So E, G, B, perhaps I choose E, G, B over here. Okay, so E, G, B. E, G, B. And then C, B. Okay, I choose C and B from the chord. You have C and B, okay? And then G, E, C, D. This will sound like water flowing slower, at slower speed. Okay, so dotted rhythm again. And after this phrase, I alternate it with rest again. Fuba. So I don't want to have too many notes yet. Okay, because we want to build up the climax gradually. Now let's listen to this page, how it will sound like. Okay, erase the unnecessary notes. Okay, in order to make it sound nicer, I like to play octave higher. So this is how it sounds like. Okay, next, going to the next page. F sharp minor 7. So I choose to start with a rest again because I want to have an offbeat rhythm feeling. So over here, I choose A and C. Okay, I choose A and C. You can try to choose whatever note you like and then you experiment it on the keyboard. A, C, A, C, F. And if you don't like this note to be too low, and you notice this one actually, this A is actually lower than this already. So in that case, you can move this octave higher and do your own adjustment. A, C, A, C, F. So these are adjustments that you can do. Okay, instead of water flowing down, now I prefer to climb up. So I choose E, C, E, F, and then A, C, F. Okay, and then another rest, minimum rest. Okay, so this is the first two beats, first and second. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 counts. Okay, so let's listen to this phrase. Okay, and continue. After B, I like to start with upbeat again. And then I choose B. I choose to start with B. B, D, B, D. Okay, I choose B and D. D sharp. So you must remember to add the sharp. And I want triplets. Okay, and then followed by F, A, F sharp A, and then F sharp, D sharp, and the next bar I choose B, A, F. B, A, F. And B, A, F. And then rest, followed by rest again. Okay, let's listen to how it sounds like in this stage. Okay. Okay, it sounds great. Let's continue the next page. Over here is E minor 7. So towards the end already, I want to add it with simple notes, not so much on the water flowing sound. So just now the water flowing sound is already the climax. So that one is over. Now let's look at this. So E minor major 7. Again, I start with a upbeat rhythm. So D sharp, E, D, and then E. Very simple. D, E, D, E. Okay, together with third beat. and then rest. The melody start to die away, start to tail off and slow down towards the end. Okay, it sounds like uh, something dying away. So the E, D sharp. Okay, I like to slow down the rhythm. So instead of two quaver, I put two crotchet, and then end it with a small little arpeggios. Okay, I like to have two groups of arpeggios here, leading towards the end. Okay, if you find that the notes here is too low, you can put all this an octave higher, so that you can have one more group of arpeggios filling in. Yes, so play the phrase one octave higher. So this is how it will sound like. Okay, so this one is D sharp, go to tonic. So please remember to end with the seventh note and first note together. Give you a good sense of ending. So the seventh note of this E minor key is D sharp. So D sharp, go to E. Leading note, go to tonic, give you a good sense of ending at the end. So I put it one octave higher. I put a B flat because I want to have a second round of circle of fifth composition. So let's look at second round. What will I do? Okay, now we are at the second half of the piece, which means we repeat the circle, the entire circle of fifth again. So we start with A minor 7, and circle of fifth, we go to D7, just like the first round of the composition. Then G major 7, C major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7, and then towards the end, we end with an E minor 7, okay, with D sharp, with the D being sharpened. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, let's look at this. So A minor 7 again. So this time around, because this is a repetition, so I decided to choose more notes over here. So A, C. Okay, I start with A. Instead of A, C, I choose A, G. A, G. Okay. This time, slightly wider interval. A, G, A, C. Okay, so this is the first half of the bar. Okay, first half of the bar. Then second half of the bar, I take a rest again. So I use this alternative technique. So next bar, I start with a rest again, then followed by an upbeat. This upbeat again, because there is a leading note that go to the next D, so I use this A, C, A to anticipate the next harmony. A, C, A. So A, C, and A. I choose A and C over here. To make it even more exciting, I choose a note with a wider interval. And later we will listen on the keyboard. Then C, D, C, D. Okay, so after white lips, I follow by closer interval. And then rest. Start with rest again. And over here, same pattern. Because of this leading note, I choose the chord from the next bar, which is a G major 7. So over here, I want to choose B and G. So B, G, B. B, G, B. Okay, sorry for the messy handwriting. I try again, sorry. B, G, B. Okay, so let's listen to this. Okay, in order not to be too close, you find this too close, you can play octave higher. Okay, instead of this. So octave higher apparently will sound much nicer. Okay, so in that case, after some experiment, I decided to move this up an octave higher. Okay, so in this second round of Mary writing, I'm going to introduce a much more exciting writing technique later. So this one is octave higher. I prefer the sound at octave higher, so I just put this. Okay, octave higher. So this is B, G, B. Let's continue next page. G major 7. So this time I choose GFDB. Okay, GFDB. Okay, over here, GFDB. Again, octave higher. And then rest again. Okay, after this, now I want to create some excitement or tension over here. So although this is G major 7, okay, this is under G major 7, okay, G major chord. But I want the C major, the notes from C major 7 to come earlier first. So this note, this chord C major 7 will create some kind of tension, dissonant sound with the left hand, which is in G major. Okay, so create some tension. I add the notes from C major 7 in right hand and create tension with G major 7. Okay, let's see how it will sound like. And in order to make it sound more exciting, I'm going to add some tremolo here. Okay, let's do this experiment, see what will happen. So I choose C, E, G, B. In terms of tremolo, you can do this C, E, and then G, B. Okay, so this is the sign for tremolo. And then after that, I want this to be octave higher. It may sound nicer. After that, I want some water. I want to resolve this C major, 7 notes come back here. B, G, E, C. So after some tension, I resolve B, G, E, C, B, G, E, C, and then landing on B. Okay, so that is our first half, second half. B, G, E, C, and then B. Okay, let's see how it will sound like. I start with G major 7. And then here, tension. Okay, this is the C major 7 chord with 7 G. It gives you tension. Resolve. Okay, so this is resolve. This is resolve. Go back to C major 7. So here you have tension by doing the tremolo. Okay, this is a tremolo. You create tension, and then after that you resolve. Okay, so listen one more time. And tension. Okay, then after that another tension. Here I want to have another tension. So I borrow the harmony from the next bar, which is F sharp minus 7. Okay, so the tension will be here. F sharp minus 7. C, E, F, A. I choose C, E, F, A here. F sharp A. Okay, so this one I borrow from F sharp minus 7 flattened 5, which is the next bar. Okay, this note come from next bar, and it creates some kind of tension with C major chord. Okay, so this is another tension. Later we will listen to this. Okay, now after tension, we need to resolve it. So I resolve with some arpeggios note again. So I choose E, C, A, F. E, C, A, F from higher register, because the water is going to flow downwards. So I choose a higher register. E, C, A, F, and then E, C, A, F. Okay, so this is to resolve the tension. So that's the first half. And then end at E for second half. And after this, I create another tension again from B major 7. So I choose B, D sharp, F, A. B, D sharp, F sharp, and A. So here B, D sharp, and then F sharp and A. So this is another tension. And after that, this is tension. Because I borrow B7 and it clashes with F sharp minor 7 chord. Okay, two harmony play together will create tension. Then after that, I resolve the tension by doing some variation. F, A. So this one, I resolve the tension by choosing the note from B major 7 here. F, A, F, D sharp, B, A, F, D, B. Okay, so that's the first half. Then after this, before going to the end, I create another tension again. This time I choose this B major 7 in the bass. You will create some tension with the E major 7 chord, E minor 7 chord from a mixed bar, E minor 7 with sharpened 7. So I will choose B, D, E, G, okay, from mixed bar. Here, I choose B, D, E, G for the tremolo. B, D, and then E, G. B, D, E, G. Okay. Then after that, I resolve it. So E minor come back. And then B, arpeggios again. I choose from arpeggios. So this is a resolution from the previous chord. And then rest. Okay, so now let's take a listen. Over here, we start with F sharp minor 7. We start with this. And then tension, then resolve. And then tension again. And then next page. Next page will be resolution. Okay, so I play one more time. Then here, tension. And then tension again. Then resolve. Okay, next one. Let's end this with similar notes and rhythmic motif like the first half. So over here I end with D, E, D, E, same as first half. D, E, uneven dotted rhythm again. D, E, D, E, B. And then repeat again, because by repeating the leading note and the tonic, it gives you a better sense of going home, like gradually going to the end. So this is the leading note of the seventh note of the key. So this is the eighth note of the key. The seventh note and the eighth note, the tonic note. And then go to E, G, slow down the rhythm by adding crochet, crochet. And then after that, I choose arpeggios note, B, G, E, G, B, D, D has sharp, and then E. Okay, so I end here. So this one, if you like to add some harmony, you can add a simple one. Instead of E, you can put octave. You can put E as octave. Some of the note you can add octave. If you don't like, you can just put single note. So you can experiment with your composition, see what kind of sound do you like and how many notes do you want to add. Okay, so this one is E and E. All the E, because I want to emphasize the tonic. Over here, I put octave for the E because I want to emphasize the tonic note. Okay. Emphasize going home. So I put E as octave. Now let's listen. Last two pages. Okay, I move the keyboard. Move this to the center so you can listen. And then this is the tension. Then resolve it. And then tension again. Okay, sorry. And then tension. And then resolve. And then this one tension. Then resolve. And to end music, you can add in improvise. Okay, improvise a little bit. Okay, thank you for attending the lesson today. If you have any questions or comments, you can write it down in our comment box below this video. And I look forward to see you in our next video. Okay, so now but before I